guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. I'm down here in my basement because I am going to be sharing with you a project that I did this past weekend where I took some photographs and decoupaged them to a chest. I have been reading The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. Actually, I finished the book. And it's written by a woman named Margareta Magnusson, and it is a really great book. It's a short book, it's a quick read. And it basically, this woman is in her mid-80s, and she talks about why it's so important to get rid of things that you don't want to leave behind for your loved ones to have to clean up and get rid of after you die. Now, I know I have seen this book over the years and have always just not even paid attention to it, because when you see that, the whole death thing and all of that, it's like, who wants to think of that? But I'm 3 years away from retirement, and that has gotten me thinking about paring down and cleaning out clutter and stuff I've been hanging on to for years. So one of the rules she has in her book is don't start with photos. Well, I am the proverbial rule breaker, and I started with my photos. So I'm just gonna share with you, I kind of just went through this chest that I have been carrying around with me for many, many years, and I pulled everything out of it and took all the photographs and decoupaged them to the chest so I can continue to carry it with me, but now it will display these memories so that they're not hanging around for my loved ones in 30 years to get rid of. So anyway, guys, come along with me if you are so inclined, if you would like to see what I did with this big mess and how I made it into something that I will continue to cherish as the years go on. So I have accumulated over the last, I don't know, 50 years or more, souvenirs, memories, papers, photographs mostly, some old name tags from prior jobs. I even have photos from school pictures, newspapers that we created in my very first job, artwork from my 2 kids. This is my son, Carl, from 1991, his handprints. These are things I don't want to part with, but we have to get rid of things that we've kept over the years just because we couldn't throw them away. And the idea of Swedish death cleaning is that you get rid of things that those who would have to clean up after your death, it would mean nothing to them, and they would have to throw it all away. So obviously, these things mean something to me, and rather than throw it all away, I wanted to keep some of it. And I thought, how could I keep some of these memories without, making them a burden someday for someone that comes along after that has to clean it all up? And this chest, it's kind of like the idea of a seated chest. My father had made it when I was real young. It was part of a bedroom set that he created or built for him and my mom. And I've carried it around with me from my first apartment in my early 20s to every place in between. And so what I thought I would do is decoupage some of the very special pictures that I don't want to part with over my life. So this video is going to be me creating that memory box. So what I did is I took everything out of this chest and I separated what I wanted to throw away and what I wanted to keep. And I just kept, pictures from different times in my life, all the way from when I was 10 years old, and photos that I had taken, and also photos of parents and grandparents and my parents when I was young. And I did have to throw away a lot of things, like old cards and, you know, letters that I had saved. I mean, some of the letters, I didn't even know the people anymore. I couldn't even remember who they were. So I kept some meaningful, like, you know, one or two, but you do have to throw away things that, you know, it's just, you can't keep them forever, and they're just going to, you know, be a problem for someone down the road. So now what I'm doing is I'm using Mod Podge, which is basically just glue, and I am taking the photos and placing them just wherever they fit, no rhyme or reason. Some are of the same time frame, others aren't. Others, you know, everything will just be, you know, put in where it fits. So I'm just going to start gluing everything on, and I'll take you along with me. I'll speed this up, but the idea is to just kind of put your memories, things that you definitely want to keep. And you can do this on a piece of furniture, and I'm doing it on this chest because it's in really bad shape. At one point it was just stained wood when my father made it. Somewhere along the line I decided to paint it and try my hand at stenciling. You can see on the front, but it has just gotten beaten up over the years, and I have had it in my basement with everything just tucked in there that I couldn't get rid of. And so this feels really good to actually get rid of a lot of stuff, but keep the very special things that, you know, mean a lot to me. And I can look at it and enjoy these things rather than keep them hidden away in a box, never to be seen and ultimately tossed one day. So I'm just going to put this together, and we will put it to music, and I will show you how it all comes out at the end, and hopefully it's given you some inspiration to do your Swedish death cleaning. You know, in the book, the woman who wrote the book, who was about 86 when she wrote it, clearly I'm not at that stage, and I'm not, you know, this is not, you know, sad or anything. I'm not trying to prepare for anything, you know, death-wise, but, you know, she talked about just doing your Swedish death cleaning, you know, on a regular basis, and she suggested that you do not start with photos because it takes you down a memory path that you'll get stuck in and not really get your cleaning done. But I chose to actually start with these photos because I wanted to get them, you know, taken care of and out of the way so that I could move on to other things and start really paring everything down and really downsizing my life. So yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I decided to do this project, and I'm really happy that I did. So again, hopefully gives you some inspiration to get working on yours, whatever you have kept over the years. And this one is a love letter. I kept one love letter. I remember the boy very, very well. And I won't, you know, it'll be covered over with some pictures mostly, but things like that, letters from people that you remember that mean something. You know, some of these people are gone now, my grandparents, great-grandparents, obviously. And my mom has been gone for over 20 years, and I found some little notes that she gave me and wrote to me, and I certainly am not going to part with that, but I did put one on this chest that I will see in her handwriting. So things like that. And they are worth keeping. And someday my kids, you know, when they do go through my stuff, you know, 30 years from now, I'm not rushing it, believe me, but when they do go through it, something like this will be easy for them to, you know, maybe keep and just have these memories that you know, of my life. So anyway, guys, that is what I am going to be doing going into this video. and I hope that you enjoy coming along with me and seeing the end result of this memory box. everyone, so this is the finished product. I would have to say it took me a good 8 hours from start to finish to complete this project, and working with the glue is a bit messy. I got myself a wet paper towel and a dry paper towel, and I used the paper towel to, take the glue off my hands and fingers as I went along and wipe up any dripped glue. But all in all, it was fairly easy to do and fun. I got to kind of relive through some of these times of my life. And I just enjoy sitting here and looking at it. And now the photos and different things are on display, and I can see them all the time. And I don't have to just hide this chest down in the basement. Now I can use it to hold memorabilia that I want to keep. And hopefully in time, someday, my family will enjoy looking back at my memories. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. So take care, everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.